Hello and welcome students to Aviation SSC Bank exams. I'm Sneha ma'am and today I'm back with the 18th part of our practice sessions. So next week we gonna end with the 20th part of our practice because it's been a long time since we've been practicing your past questions and we've been discussing how to tackle the questions or the sentences, grammar portion, especially in your exams, because it's a different experience when you study together each of the portions and when you go in your exam and face the questions, right? So yeah, both are very different experiences. So for that, to shake that confusion off, I'm collecting all your questions, past question grammar, accepting the comprehension portion because they are very huge and everything. So we've been doing that and practicing along with the options, how to discuss, how to arrive at our correct answer, right? So what will be the technique of solving each of the topics. So the first one, we go with our narration. Okay, the question is a narration question. The sentence is Neha exclaimed that it was a very pleasant surprise. Okay, so as you can see, this verb exclaimed is very important. That means we will have this sign, exclamation sign. Okay, exclaimed means this exclamation sign will be definitely there, and the sentences usually start with what a, and how pleasant, how what a pleasant surprise. So yes, these are the usual things. Let's explore our options. What are they? Neha said that it is it a very pleasant surprise. Okay, but no, we can't have this because it's a question. Two is how a pleasant surprise. Okay, no, this is not properly constructed. The third one is it is a very pleasant surprise. No, and number four is Neha said what a pleasant surprise. So yes, this is correct. The second one is an error question, error detection. The sentence is this jewelry box is made from silver and is an antique piece. Okay, from silver and is an antique piece. Number one is this jewelry box, where the mistake is that you have to find. This jewelry box is a correct portion, is made from silver. So this is your answer because these are all correct. And this is also correct and antique piece is also correct. Is made from silver, we usually do not write. We write is made of silver. Okay, we made of silver. The third is I told my parents not to worry about me. Okay, so one thing I would like to comment, when you convert from the indirect to direct speech, one thing that you need to keep in mind is pay attention to the verb used here. Okay, what kind of a verb is it there? Even if it is told, often we have to write said in our direct speech. Okay, because when usually it's a kind of normal statement, we write told in the indirect speech. Okay, and if in your question there are verbs like ordered, requested, insisted, instructed, commanded, all of them have their different mood of sentence in your options. So in your options you will search for the most correct sentence that matches with the mood of the verb. Okay, this verb mood should be equal to the sentence. Okay, should be equal to the sentence. Yeah, so let's see, let's explore our options. Oh, I said to my parents, you don't have to worry about me. But the thing is that the remaining part is okay. I said to my parents portion is okay, but examine this part. You don't have to worry about me. But how does it sound? It sounds rude, right? It sounds rude that you don't have to worry about me. But this is not the style that someone would usually talk to with their parents. They would not usually do like this. The second is, I said to my parents, nothing to worry about me. Nothing to worry about me. But the sentence does not go with this kind of a statement. Number three is, you don't be worried about me. No, this is also not proper. Number four is, I said to my parents, don't worry about me. This is what seems most proper with the mood, with the sentence, don't worry about me. This is a normal statement. Unlike the first one, you don't have to worry about me, okay? This sounds rude and also not according to the need of the sentence. So this fourth one is your answer. The last one in this first slide is an error one again. So the sentence is, I will not go to the party lest you will promise me to accompany me. Yeah. Lest you will, but we don't use words like this usually in this kind of sentence. Our options are no improvement, no, but it needs improvement. Until you should, no. If you will, unless you. This portion can be best changed with this, because why unless you is the most correct? Because this is a condition, okay? Unless you promise to accompany me, I will not come. Unless you fulfill this condition, I will not come to the party. So makes sense. Okay, in the second slide we come, there is an idiom. It starts with an idiom. And as we have said, idioms mean beyond their verbal meaning, something more than the verbal meaning. The sentence is, his probation was extended because his performance was not up to the mark. Okay, what is the idiom? Not up to the mark. We usually say this to our students, to bosses say to their employees that your performance is not up to the mark. But what does that mean? This means that not up to the required limit or standard, to the required measure, means it still has room for improvement. So number one option is lacking in maturity, but no. Two is up to required standard, and this is your answer. 3 is of the desired height, 4 is more than expected. But we can't have all this. The perfect is beyond, up to the, not up to the required standard. The second one is active form. Only home cooked food is eaten by us. So this is a voice question, and when you solve voice question, what have I usually said is, the basic technique will be, first judge your subject and your object. So it's in the passive form. Us is the objective form, right? Objective, obj, case, objective case, us. But what is the subjective case of us? We. Simple. And when the we is there, we is the subject. We eat only home cooked food. Plain and simple. Home cooked food has become our object now, and we is the subject. Number 2 is, we are eating, but there is no continuous tense. We don't need this. Ate only, no. Past tense. And have eaten only, also no. Okay. Three is antonym, endorse. Antonym of endorse. An antonym means opposite. Opposite meaning words. Affirm means to support. Support also means to support. Advocate also means that talking as means what to represent someone's point of views or support someone's point of views. So all of these are in a way similar and synonyms. So the last one is renounce, and that is the correct one. Renounce means to give up. Okay, renouncing means giving up, but not giving up in the sense of failure, means I have given up trying. It's not that. Giving up pleasures, basically. Giving up pleasures and whatever you like to give, that is renouncing. The fourth one is again an error. The sentence is, do you mind lending me your book for an hour? Okay, and obviously the mistake lies here. It needs no saying, it needs no waiting to understand that we don't say a r and it is an r. Okay, because h is silent and it is spelled with o, and hence it needs an and before it. In the last slide, we have come to the last slide. It says antonym of gradually. Antonym, as I've said, is opposite. So what is the meaning of gradually? First you have to know this and be clear about it. Gradually means what? Gradual means what? Gradual is something which takes time, and gradually is the adverb of gradual. So gradual development, so a development that takes time. Gradual improvement, an improvement that takes time. It gets built over time, no? Built or formed over time. But let's see our options. We need an opposite of it. Number one is constantly. Number two is abruptly, and abruptly is our answer because readily is also not related to it, and steadily is kind of an synonym of gradually, so it won't be an answer. Abruptly means suddenly. Abruptly means just suddenly something has happened, but gradually is the complete opposite of it. Gradually means built over time. The second is a passive form. Okay, active passive, again voice, but this is a simple one. They will lay the foundation stone next week. They is your subject, foundation stone is your object. So foundation stone will be the subject in our passive sentence. The foundation stone. Now the third element is our verb, will lay, and when we introduce a be, it will be be plus v3, laid. Be plus laid, will be laid. Okay, the foundation stone will have been, no, we don't need a will have been. Is being, also no. Will be laying, also no. 4 is the correct one, will be laid by them next week. Them is also there. Them is the now the object, and a subject is foundation stone. Our verb is also correct. The next one is again error detection correction. In fact, no, detection. Since she has been a member of this club, she has been a member of this club since its formation. Okay, but apparently the grammar seems perfect, but whatever is wrong is with this portion. It's. But why is it wrong? Because remember, it's is nothing but it is. It is. Okay, it is, but since it is formation, if you break it into it is, then it gets wrong. So the problem is with this, if we didn't have this inverted comma, since it's formation, it's perfect. And the last one is the state of being married to one person at a time. Let's see our options: monogamy, bigamy, polygamy, homogamy. But from that, the thing is that gamy means this marriage portion, mono means one, bi means two, poly means many, and homo means same sex. But here we have said that we're married to one person, so that is monogamy. Okay, this is all. That was the one word substitution. So here today we end our 18th part. We have come to the end of it. Not many practice sessions are left now, so we are being only left with one two practice sessions when, and I think you till now you've got a very fair idea of how to tackle your exam questions in the exam hall. All I want to say is voice, narration, and tense, all these are most important. Occasionally some questions are there on preposition and adjectives. Comparisons are also very important. So tense, voice, narration, one word substitutions, and vocab. Yes, so if you go through these portions very well, understand the trend of questions in all the years, and practice and learn how to arrive at your answer, seeing from all the options, because here you can already understand very easily, but at the hall, trust me, you will get a little bit jittery about the options, like how do I examine between the options, how do I classify which one is the correct. But I've already told that what will be your basic technique of doing that, so I hope it helps. And like for voice, there is a technique of first, subject object, and then you examine the verb portion. Okay, this will be the passive form of this verb. In tenses also, seeing your verb part and all this, so seeing the mood of the sentence, so accordingly you will be able to arrive at your answer. So yes, so it's end for today. Let's meet in the next class and we will solve some more. So until that, keep preparing. All the best for your exams and keep studying hard. Thank you.